shit's in the safe. Got me a spot out the way. Nigga just tryna be safe.
Let's get to the sports talk.
The Michigan State Spartans have a self-imposed Twitter ban that is supposedly going to last all season long, and that makes this socially awkward. Jalen, I have a lot of questions about this topic, but I'll start with this. What do you think about this team looking at each other and saying we are not going to use Twitter for the entire season?
I love this bunker mentality. And for young people who spend the entire day staring at your cell phones, and you probably get it because you're watching older people do it as well, when it's time to really get serious about life, when it's time to get serious about your career, when it's time to really pursue your goals and not just talk about your dreams, guess what you're gonna have to do? Make sacrifices. And not things that don't really mean much to you. You gotta make sacrifices for the things that might mean everything to you. And for young people in college, we know having social media is almost like a heartbeat. They go hand in hand. So for a team to look itself in the eye and say, we're gonna eliminate this distraction by doing this sacrifice, it tells me everything I need to know about your commitment.
See, Jalen, that is so very like you.
I get it, because if you focus on that outside noise, you're not going to be focused on the court. It's a good thing that they banned that away from their facility, so y'all can focus on playing. So you don't have to worry about the criticism that go on all year. Now you focus on that, you're not going to be focused on what you need to be doing when it's come game time. It's a good thing because you don't want to be locked in on your phone. Then when it's time to play, you're not focused. You worry about what people say. And that's why a lot of people that play sports be so discombobulated when it's time to play, because they worry about what everyone saying in the media. Yeah, everyone gonna say everything about you when you don't do nothing right when it's time to play. And that's why Michigan State wanted to just ban that, so y'all could just be locked in and ready to play and not be focusing on what they saying on the phone or the outside noise. You want to be ready to go. You want to be ready to compete. You want to be ready to defend your number one in the country. You don't want to freaking just be focusing on all this stuff that's going on social media.
Supporting collegiate athletes, supporting student athletes, supporting getting off social media, supporting this bunker mentality, this team thing, but I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go negative on this. Y'all not gonna ban Instagram? Like, we're really just gonna we're just gonna ban Twitter. Like, you know, the team is gonna like, oh, we're gonna stop using Twitter. It's like, yeah, what is this, 2009? Like, I mean, you can stop using Twitter now and still be on Instagram. You can still slide the DMs, you can still look at all the pictures, you can still get all the same news, all the same negativity, just on a different platform. What do you think about that angle?
I disagree. Because as somebody that just joined Instagram like a year and a half ago, but was on Twitter a decade, you actually go to Twitter for news and information and or things that need to be quote unquote read. You go to Instagram basically to see glam shots, model shots, and to see people live their best life and brag to you about how much money they have and throw it in your face.
Jalen, see, you and I are washed up old married men. You go to Instagram to slide in people's DMs. That's what people in college do. And that's why they got together and they're like, let's ban social media. They're like, wait a second. Let's ban Twitter. Let's not take Instagram away from me. But I do want to recognize that it is a sacrifice to ban Twitter. It is a step in the right direction, and it will actually help them win basketball games. That's the Michigan State news. Is there anything newsworthy about Michigan men's basketball maybe happening tonight? Anything
question.
at all?
They
What's
have
happening tonight?
a debut happening tonight. Jawan Howard, the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines, will be standing on the sideline with a fresh haircut, with a crease in his pants, with a clipboard in his hands, ready to lead the Michigan basketball program to championship glory.
Not only will Juwan be in the house, not only will Jalen Rose be in the house, but it is, wait for it, I bet you don't even know this, Juwan Howard bobblehead night. And the new head coach of the Michigan Wolverines had this to say about this momentous occasion.
Yes, it's going to be a game where it's going to be a packed house, I assume, because of, yes, it's the bobblehead night of my bobblehead. So that's going to be funny. But I know the energy is going to be beautiful in the building.
Jalen, are you going to bring back a Juwan Howard bobblehead for the studio?
That'll be in the studio this week. I'm definitely getting one of those at the game tonight, no question about it. I'm so happy for him, and as a brother, proud of him because he put in so much work.
It's good to see them get alumni a chance to coach his former team. That's good to have a voice that was already in there that played back then for Michigan. The Fab Five was one of the best teams in college back in the 90s. And then you got one of the Fab Fives coaching your team. He could probably create some of that with this Michigan team he had. It's good that Juwan Howard got the opportunity to coach. He worked hard for so many years to get a head coaching job, and you get a chance to play and get the chance to coach at your former college. It's good to have a former voice in there. After your head coach go to coach in the NBA, and you bring one of the Fab Fives to come and coach his former team, he probably can bring some of that feeling back into the arena.
For this very opportunity. And no one knew that John Beilein was going to accept the job with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And so for all of a sudden that job to open up after all of the years he'd been coaching with the Miami Heat and all of the years that he played in high school and in college and in the league, I'm just so happy for him to seize this opportunity, and I know he's going to take full advantage of it.
So I think that the hiring of Juwan Howard represents something very important, not just to you, but to sort of like basketball heads in general, is the Michigan University embracing the Fab Five. So you'll be there in the building, and when you look up on that Jumbotron, will you be seeing highlights of the Fab Five on the screen?
I assume so because Juwan's the head coach and I happen to be one of his teammates. So therefore, if you show him doing some work, I was probably on the court playing or dropping him a dime or slapping a high five with him. I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy King is at the game. And you alluded to something that's really important, and I must say this. I always felt like the University of Michigan tolerated the Fab Five even after all of the sanctions, not fully embraced. There are no banners up, but when I look and see my brother standing on the sideline, that's more than any banner could ever do for me. I agree with you, and that was well said.
Well, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for Juwan. I'm so excited for all fans of the Michigan basketball team. And something tells me they might just celebrate with a win against Appalachian State. They might. And also, I want to thank L. Duncan for coming by. We'll be back tomorrow with all the information from Jalen's big night in Ann Arbor. ESPN 2 at 2.
Too kind.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis.